everyone. I am Teacher Tiffany, and I am so excited to see you all once again. Now, you all know how much I love studying with you all, and you know, whenever we have a live class, before we jump right in, I need you guys to say hello. Tell me where you are watching from. You know how excited I am to teach you. But as you're coming in, please tell me what country you are in right now. Let's do our roll call. Here we go. All right. Aw, thank you so much, Abbas. I appreciate you. It's good to see you here. All right, here we go. Miguel is from Colombia. Good to see you, Miguel. Good to see you. Here we go. Tell me where you are right now. Where are you watching from? Here we go. From Guadalupe, the West Indies. Good to see you. Miriam, it's good to see you. I'm excited to be here as well. What's going on, Ali? Ali had some great news this week, got into college. I'm very proud of this young man. All right, guys, tell me where you're watching from. Here we go. We got Brazil. Good to see you. Here we go. More coming in, more coming in. I'm going to scroll down. Here we go. We got New York. Nice to see you. Norway. Brazil again. Turkey, good to see you. Guadalupe again. Yes, Brazil. All right, let's see. Mexico, Venezuela, Kosovo, good to see you. Spain, yes. Turkey, Iran, good to see you. Iraq, Ethiopia, nice. Now we have Peru, good to see you. Good to see you. We have the UK in the house. We have Minnesota. Hey, Manuel, Minnesota. We have Cape Verde, good to see you, or Verde, good to see you. Colombia again, let's see. Turkey, Russia, yes. Esther, good to see you. 안녕하세요, good to see you from Korea. Iran, Brazil again. Danny, I love you too. Danny wrote, I love you too. All right, yes, and Ali, yes, from Somalia. Here we go, Dominican Republic, good to see you. Yes, Tasnim from Morocco. We have Syria. Again, as you're coming in, remember we always start our live classes off with roll call. Let us know where you're watching from, and then we're going to jump into our class for today. Going to take a few more moments. We have Poland. Yes, good to see you. The Ukraine. Nice. Good to see you. Let's see. Arabia. Let's see. Scroll down. Algeria. Miriam, good to see you again. Miriam, Algeria. Brazil again, Colombia, France. Let me see if we have any other countries I haven't said as of yet. Czech Republic, good to see you. Hello, good to see you too. All right, let's see. Keep them coming, guys, keep them coming. Sudan, good to see you. All right, here we go, scrolling down. We have, let's see. I see some more came through. Burkina, yes, good to see you. All right, I'll do five more. Here we go. Toronto, Ontario. Nice. Four more. Here we go. I'm going to scroll down. Let's see. Colombia again. Good to see you. Let's see. Scrolling down. Bolivia. Good to see you. Yes. All right. Yemen. I don't remember if I was on 3 or 2, but I have 2 more. Costa Rica. Yes. Good to see you here. And last but not least, let's see who we have. Angola. Good to see you here. Everyone, I am always excited to see you all, and I'm so excited to teach you today's lesson. As you all know, the title of this month's lesson is How to Learn and Use 3,000 Vocabulary Words. Now, this is something that I get asked all of the time. Teacher, hold on. Excuse me. Teacher, how can I learn more vocabulary? Now, remember, my focus is intermediate and advanced English learners. And even though you have studied for a long time, English vocabulary is still very tricky and difficult. I understand. When I was studying Korean, I experienced the exact same problem and challenge. And that's why I developed this special method that I'm going to show you all today. So I'm so excited to show you all this method. But I want to show you something because this is a problem that intermediate and advanced English learners especially face on a regular basis. So here we go. Let's jump into the lesson today. let's jump right in. Here we go. All right. So when you're a beginner, you study tons of books, learn lots of grammar, and you memorize many things. And then you transition to the intermediate phase, the intermediate level. You start to have conversations with people in the language that you're learning. And probably some of you are in this space right now. You're able to have a conversation, which is why you're able to comment in the comment section and understand what I'm saying. So you're in this kind of in-between phase. You understand and you're able to have a conversation. But then there's the advanced phase. The advanced phase is when you start having deeper discussions about more difficult topics in the language. And this is where it really gets tricky. Here's the reason why this is so tricky. You don't know enough vocabulary to express yourself properly. And this is where you all probably are. It's so frustrating because you can understand when somebody else speaks in English, but when you go to express yourself, you can't find the words. Now, if this is something you have trouble with, just type me in the comment section. Raising your hand by saying me teacher, I have that issue. I struggle learning vocabulary. I have a hard time learning more vocabulary. If that's you, just type ME, type me in the comment section so that I can know that you all feel the same. When I was studying Korean, I really had a hard time learning lots of new vocabulary words as I progressed to the higher levels, because learning new vocabulary is not easy as you move up in your level. So if you've experienced that, please type me. I see a lot of you typing me. Yes, you guys understand exactly what I'm saying. You guys experience this. Paola says, me. Yes, guys, this is very difficult to learn English vocabulary, especially at the higher level. So many of you also said me. And again, that's why I'm so excited to share with you all this method that I developed that helped me learn more Korean words. So here's the thing. As I mentioned in the title, the goal is to learn 3,000 vocabulary words in 1 year. What? And maybe some of you are like, come on, Teacher Tiff. Come on, Teacher Tiffany. 3,000 words, that's just so many. I guarantee you it's possible. If you follow the method I'm going to teach you today, you will definitely learn 3,000. You heard me right, 3,000 words in 1 year. Here's the thing. You must first start off with this equation. 3,000 divided by 52 weeks, which means you need to learn between 50 and 60 words every single week. All right. Well, when you say it like that, it doesn't sound that bad, right? 50 to 60 words every single week. That's about 7 to 10 words a day, meaning that some days you won't study and some days you will. That all sounds good. But again, we're talking about learning and using the vocabulary words. Many of you, first of all of you are super intelligent, but many of you have experienced this. You memorize many words, but they won't come out. You know them here, but they won't come out here. So you've learned them, but you can't use them. And let me explain why that's the case. You see, there are two methods to learn vocabulary. But let me ask you real quick, though, before I do that. How do you currently learn vocabulary? I'm very curious. Can you all tell me just very quickly in the comment section, how do you currently learn vocabulary? Again, this is going to help me as we move forward in our lesson for today and I teach you this method. I want to know, how do you currently study vocabulary? Again, my job as a teacher is just to guide you, to give you the tools you need to reach your goals. But I'm very curious, how are you currently studying vocabulary? I remember when I was studying Korean, I had so many vocabulary books. I went through so many different methods. I just got a book and I wrote down words and I memorized them. Or I went online and I found a list and I memorized it. They didn't really work too well. So I want to know, how do you study vocabulary? All right, some came through. Here we go. All right. English with a lean, hello, says with or by listening. All right. Thor says using flashcards. Good. Diallo says by reading. Noelia says reading books. Lerickson, hi. All right. White Rose says by writing them down. Paola Verdugo says reading books. Very good. Raquel says watching series on TV. Good. Word Up app. All right. Hey, good app. All right. Khalid says by listening. Then we have another one from Paola says, I look up the dictionary words when I find a word that I don't understand. Very true. This is a very common method used by many students. Then we have reading. We have another one. Oh, hey, good to see you. Let's see. Another one came through. Let's see. With vocabulary books. Good. Safek says with synonyms. Very good. And example sentences. Miriam says, I'm learning vocabulary through your videos. Aw, I'm happy to hear that. Minson says, I write them down, make some sentences, and then say them out loud. Very good. I mentioned that in my video from Sunday's lesson on YouTube. So a lot of you either read or write things down, or you try to use different apps. The fact of the matter is there are two main methods. Now, the first method is the most common method that I used as well, the dictionary method. You learn a lot of new words. I think Paola mentioned this a few moments ago when she said that she looks up words in the dictionary, right, Paola? You look up words in the dictionary, and that's how you learn new words. There's only one problem with that method. Again, I also used that method when I was studying Korean. But the higher I got in my level, the more trouble I was having with this method. You see, you can learn a lot of new words with the dictionary, but you don't learn how to use them properly in real life situations. This is the problem you all are having right now. You've learned words, but they're not coming out. You've learned words, but then when you get in a situation, nothing comes out. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever had a hard time figuring out how to use a word? Again, think about it, you all. You've looked online, you found the definition, you looked in the dictionary, and you got the definition. However, when you went to use the word in a sentence or in a conversation, did you ever have a hard time doing that? Again, I had a hard time when I was studying Korean. For some reason, when I would look in the dictionary, I could understand the meaning, but I just couldn't figure out how to use it properly. Now, have any of you had this happen? Now, you're going to hear some background noise, guys, so sorry about that. There's a lot of work going on around, but don't worry, we'll still keep going with the class. So yes, here we go. Marie says, yes, she did have that issue. It's a very big issue. All right. Anybody else have the issue where you've studied and you've looked up a word? Yes. So I see you all saying, yes, you've experienced that. Again, that's why I came up with this other method. Here's the other method. I like to call it the database method. That's right. The database method. It's a new special method. And with this method, you can learn a lot of new words, and you can also learn how to use them properly in real life situations. Now, here's the thing. I will give you an opportunity to see my English database at the end. I'm going to teach you this whole method, but I actually already created an English database based on the method that I'm going to teach you today. And for those of you who would like to use my database, I'll tell you how at the end of class. So don't go anywhere. But again, this method, this database method will help you learn lots of new words and also use them in real life. So let me tell you a little bit about my personal experience. I developed this database method when I was trying to improve my Korean fluency. You see, this is what happened to me. I decided that I would need to hear the Korean words used in a natural setting. So I would watch Korean dramas and listen closely to my Korean friends' discussions. Now, this is a true story, y'all. I remember, like it was yesterday. When I was studying Korean, I had gotten to about level 4 or 5. Again, transitioning to the advanced level. And I remember I was in my room and I was preparing for an exam. We had a test in our class and it was going to be a vocabulary test. And I got up at 4 a.m. and I had about 200 to 300 words that I had to memorize. And I got up and I was ready to memorize them. And something just happened. I said, I can't keep doing this. I'm just memorizing these words for a test, but when the test is over, I won't remember them. And it happened over and over again. And I said, Tiff, we have to figure out another method, another way of learning vocabulary words so that you can actually remember them. So the first thing I realized was, wait a minute. Right now, I am learning vocabulary words from a book. However, my friends use different words. So I said, the first thing I need to do, again, for this database method, I said, you know what? I need to hear the words in a natural setting. So again, I made it a point to watch Korean dramas and listen closely also to my Korean friends' discussions. Then the next thing I did, I said, okay, I need to recognize the Korean words that I don't know. So I would make a quick note of the Korean words and expressions I had never heard before. Now, I remember doing this. For those that are Korean, I love Korean dramas. So again, step one for this new method I was developing was, okay, I'm going to watch the programs. And step two was I need to recognize, not look up just yet, recognize the words and expressions that I don't know. So as I watched the dramas, I would say, ooh, I never heard that word before, but I wouldn't look it up. And why am I emphasizing this? Because again, as a learner, you've probably watched a show, and if you heard something you didn't know, you pushed stop, wrote it down, and immediately went to a dictionary. I'm probably sure you've done that because I did the same thing before I developed this method. So now with this method, I said, nope, Tiff, all you need to do is write the word and then keep watching. So here we go. This is what I did. The next thing was I needed to get an explanation from a native Korean speaker. So I would ask my Korean friends to explain the words and expressions using real life examples. This is where the key is, you all. So again, I said in step 2 of this method, I decided to pick the words out that I didn't know, but I didn't look them up in the dictionary. Pay attention. Instead, for the third step, what I did was I actually went to a native Korean speaker and I asked them, hey, this is the word I heard. What does it mean and how do I use it in a real life situation? Let me tell you why this was so important. In my mind, I was able to make multiple connections. When my friend would explain the word or the expression, I would watch their facial expressions. I would watch their body language. I would listen to what they were saying. And all of these connections started to be made in my brain. That's when I realized this is the key. If I want to remember and use vocabulary words, I need to see an explanation. Notice I said see. I need a video explanation or I need to ask someone in real life. So I would ask my Korean friends and they would explain the words using expressions and real life examples. Then what happened? Then I realized I had to organize the Korean words by category. So I would write the Korean words and expressions in my notes based on where I learned them. Now, this is something that I think you all remember me teaching in some previous YouTube lessons. When you're taking notes, it's so important to organize your notes. You all know that I love organizing things. I'm a very organized person. The same is true for my studies when I was studying Korean. So again, I watched the drama or listened to my friends' conversations. Then I would recognize the words I didn't know, but I would not look them up in a dictionary. Then the third thing is I would find a real Korean, a person who was a native Korean speaker, and I'd ask them to explain it to me. And finally, I'd write it down and make a note of where the word came from. When I used this method, Oh my goodness. I was able to remember so many words because there were so many connections in my brain, not just a dictionary that could not give me a real life example, visually showing me what would happen. Now I see a comment came through. Here we go. Keikova says, Korean dramas, you love them. It's so good to study English and to learn tips about learning Korean language. I'm studying Korean too. Good. I'm very happy to hear that. Good. Now, let me tell you all real quick, because I'm going to teach you how to do the exact same thing I did when I was learning Korean. But why is this database method so important? Why did it help me so much? Number one, it created connections and triggers in my brain. Number two, it helped my brain keep things organized. And number three, it kept things easily accessible when I needed to use them. Remember, your brain is amazing. And if you study in the way your brain needs you to, by creating connections, you will be able to learn and use the words. Let's see. Exactly. It can be difficult, and that's why I am teaching you this method today. All right. So let's see again how you can apply this and actually start learning English vocabulary words. Here we go. Your experience. How can you use this same database method to learn and use 3,000 vocabulary words? Here we go. So step one, you need to watch or listen to 2 real English conversations. Now, there are 2 things I want you to look at. 2 options. So the first one is classes, online courses, or general English video lessons. You know, I'm saying, like, even this right here. This is an English class where I'm teaching you how to actually follow this method. Maybe you follow other English teachers as well, or you do other online classes, or maybe in your country you attend an English class. That is not what I'm talking about. You see, there's a problem with using these as your conversations. Even though they are good, they are mainly focused on teaching you a concept. They are not focused on showing you how vocabulary is used in real life situations. Think about it. Right now, I'm just teaching you a lesson. I'm not focused on teaching you certain vocabulary words in real life situations. So instead of this type of video, you need to listen to real life conversations. So, real English conversations. Watching or listening to real English conversations allows you to hear the way native English speakers use certain words and expressions in a natural setting. And this right here, y'all, remember I said I would watch Korean dramas, right? I would watch a program where Koreans were talking in a natural environment. And that's what you need to do with English, because your brain will start to make connections. But it has to be a real English conversation. So let's do this really quickly. I want us to watch a video clip really quickly. And as we watch the conversation, I want you to try to guess what we are talking about. So again, we're going to watch a really quick video clip. It's between me and a good friend of mine. Her name is Linnell. The clip is about 2 minutes. Listen to our conversation. And after the clip, I want you to tell me what you think we were talking about. All right. So here's the clip right here. All right. Good stuff. Well, very interesting. I can see that you're an island girl. I know that you're an American now, of course, but yes. All right. So now let me ask you this next question. It's kind of our first question. Tell us one thing, Linnell, one thing that makes you unique or different.
So one thing that makes me unique is that, and I don't know how unique this is, but for, I would say, the largest chunk of my life, my favorite color was purple.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
yes, and in the last 2 years, it's changed. And
Really?
so now my favorite color is turquoise. And so I have my turquoise cup and my cell phone is turquoise. And so
Uh-huh.
turquoise is my new favorite color. And so I don't know, the shift kind of came. I think it has something to do with my strong desire to feel the wonderful waters of the beaches in my
That
little
makes
island in the sun, and the water is turquoise. And so yeah, so I think because the beach is my favorite place, so I'm
uh-huh.
thinking that's why I've gravitated to that color. So I
That's
think that's
good.
unique.
Well, we have something in common then, sis, because I love turquoise as well. I'm going to show you my plant sitting right next to me in
Ah,
its turquoise pot.
turquoise, yes,
And
yeah, it's my color
my
now.
wall in front of me is turquoise. So, yes, I understand the love for turquoise as well. Right. So we just finished watching that really short video clip. Let me ask you a question. Again, myself and Linnell, we were talking about some things. What do you think our conversation was about? Just very quickly, not the vocabulary words. What do you think our conversation was about? Very quickly. If you had to tell someone what that video clip was about or what you learned from that video clip, what would you say? All right, I see some comments coming through. Let's see. Yes. What makes her unique and what makes her special? Very good. We were talking about what makes her special and what makes her unique. Very good. Elbin says her favorite color is purple. Very true. Very true. All right. What color she likes. Very true. We're talking about what color she likes. Excellent. All right. Oh, yes, she did talk about beaches. She likes beaches a lot. Very true. All right. Let's see. Yes, we were talking about colors. Very good. Talking about her favorite color. Excellent. Your listening skills are good, guys. Very good. White Rose says talking about uniqueness. Very good. Her favorite color. Excellent. Shell. Hey, Shell. Talking about her colors and what she likes. Very good. Things about her that make her unique. Very good. Her favorite color. Excellent. I can see that you guys were listening very well and you understood what we were talking about. Hey, Monique, good to see you. All right, Zanab says the thing that makes her unique. Excellent, very good. What makes her unique? UNIQUE, very good. All right, so again, it seems like everyone was able to understand what we were saying and follow along very well. So very good. So we were talking about what makes her unique and her favorite color. So we have a conversation that we watched part of right there. Now, if we continue again, remember we're talking about this database, and the first thing being we have to have an English conversation that we're listening to. Then right here, step number 2, you need to recognize the words and expressions you don't know. Now, there are 2 ways to do this. Again, you can either find vocabulary words in books. Remember, I'm showing you 2 things. Either you can look for vocabulary words in books, or there's another way. So here's the problem with looking for vocabulary words only in books. Here we go. The main issue with only studying words from English books is that they don't give you the words English speakers use in real English conversations. I have a story for you guys. It's story time. Hey, I said it's story time. All right. This happened when I was in South Korea. But again, this is a very good story for you to understand why it's so important for you to watch and listen to English conversations. So I taught in South Korea for 10 years. And one of my favorite classes, I was teaching this class. They were about a level 3 or a level 4. So they were intermediate level students. Taught them every day of the week. We had a wonderful time in class. I spoke with them naturally, taught them from the books that were given to me that teach them in class, right? And they were able to communicate with me. One day, after we got out of class, I was walking in the hallway and my friend walked up the stairs. Now, he was a guy from Canada and he walked up the stairs and he's an African-American guy. Well, African-Canadian, black guy. He walked up the stairs, and again, I did not realize that my words had changed. As soon as I saw him, I said, "Yo, man, what's good? What's up? How you been?" And we proceeded to have a conversation. Now, something happened in the midst of our conversation. We were so excited to see each other. We suddenly paused and looked around, and all of my students were staring at me. And I looked at them and I said, "What's wrong?" They said, "Teacher, we have no idea what you guys are saying." And it caught me off guard. I was shocked because, again, I said these were amazing students. They were students who could communicate with me. They were students who in class had no problem expressing themselves. However, they were learning from a book in class. And when they came out of the class and they weren't using the book and they heard me having a real English conversation with another native English speaker, they weren't able to understand what I was saying. This is why I'm emphasizing the importance of listening to real English conversations, because for my students, think about how frustrating that must have been for them. In my class, they were doing well. They were learning a lot from the book. They were super intelligent, but they weren't even able to understand their teacher when I spoke with another native English speaker. So I'm trying to encourage you, don't be frustrated if you hear a conversation and you're not able to understand. The thing is, you have to switch the way you're learning vocabulary. You need to switch to use this database method that I'm teaching you right now. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that story. Don't worry, my students improved. So here's the other way. Vocabulary words from real English conversations. Now, these vocabulary words can be used in real life situations because they come from real English conversations. So you don't have to worry about learning uncommon words. Again, some students say, "Teacher, I learned this vocabulary word, but is it really used often in English? I'm not really sure." Well, if you're learning vocabulary words based on this database method from real English conversations, you don't ever have to worry about if they're used or not, because you'll hear them in natural English conversations. Now, Helen says, "I listened to Teacher Tiffany. I understand perfectly, but it's true the vocabulary is essential." Thank you so much. It's very true. You listen to me and enjoy my classes, but it's very different when you hear me speaking to another native English speaker in a real English conversation. So very good point. I'm glad you said that. Now, this is what I want us to do very quickly. Remember, we heard a short clip earlier, right? A short clip of a conversation, a natural English conversation between me and my friend Linnell. We're going to watch that video clip one more time. And this is what I want each of you to do. I want you, as you watch it again, to try to pick out a few words you don't know. So again, try to pick out a few words you don't know. We're going to watch the video clip, the same video clip. You can pick one word or two or three. Don't worry about the spelling. Remember, the goal here is, again, part of this database method is step 2, listen for words you don't know. Don't look them up. Just listen for words that you don't know. Here we go. All right, good stuff. Well, very interesting. I can see that you're an island girl. I know that you're an American now, of course, but yes. All right. So now let me ask you this next question. It's kind of our first question. Tell us one thing, Linnell, one thing that makes you unique or different.
So one thing that makes me unique is that, and I don't know how unique this is, but for, I would say, the largest chunk of my life, my favorite color was purple.
Oh, really?
And okay. Yes, and in the last 2 years, it's changed.
Really?
And so now my favorite color is turquoise. And so I have my turquoise cup, and my cell phone is turquoise. And so turquoise is my new favorite color. And so, I don't know, the shift kind of came, I think it has something to do with my strong desire to feel the wonderful waters of the beaches in my little island in the sun, and the water is turquoise. And so, yeah, so I think because the beach is my favorite place, so I'm thinking that's why I've gravitated to that color. So I
That's
think that's
good.
unique.
Well, we have something in common then, sis, because I love turquoise as well. I'm going to show you my plant sitting right next to me in
Ah,
its turquoise
turquoise,
color.
yes, yeah, it's my color
My
now.
wall in front of me is turquoise. So yes, I understand the love for turquoise as well. Right. So I heard a lot of messages popping up, and I see that you guys were listening very well. And again, the purpose was, as you were listening to our conversation, to listen for words you don't know or you didn't know. So let's see. All right. I see some people popped in. Purple. Yes. Purple. Good. All right. A new word for you. Turquoise. All right. Very good. Chunk. Very good. I was wondering if you all were going to catch some of these words. Excellent. Unique. Very good. All right, here we go. Let's see another word. Chunk. A lot of you wrote chunk. Very good. Very good. All right, I see chunk. Shift. Excellent. I was wondering if you were going to catch that word too. A shift. All right, very good. Again, notice I haven't explained them. The goal of step 2 is just to write down the words you hear or don't understand. Very good. All right, you didn't catch her new favorite color? Turquoise. Turquoise. All right. Very good. Let's see. All right. A lot of people wrote chunk. I see this one. Gravitated to. Very good catch. Excellent. Very good. Gravitated to. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Excellent job, everyone. Very, very good job. All right. Chunk and gravitated to. So very good. So you notice again, during our conversation, even though it was very short, the video clip was very short, there were words that you heard that, oh, wait a minute, what does that mean? There were certain words you didn't understand or didn't catch. So that's part of step 2. And that leads us to step 3. Again, this is part of the database method I used when I was learning Korean and that I want you to use in order to learn 3,000 vocabulary words. Here we go. Step 3 is watch video explanations or ask native speakers to explain how to properly use them. This is so important. I cannot stress or emphasize the importance of actually having a native English speaker explain to you what the word or expression means. Honest to you all, I've had students over my time as a teacher, I've had students who've only looked in the dictionary, and then when they've used the word, I said, I know what you're trying to say, but we don't use it like that. And I've seen the frustration come on their face. Why? Because they thought they knew the word. They thought they knew how to use it. But the problem was they had only used a dictionary. They didn't know that they had to come to a native speaker. Just like when I went to a native Korean speaker, everything started to click. So here's the thing. There are 2 options you have when you're looking up a word. You can use a dictionary or Google search to find the meaning. Google is amazing, but Google also has some problems. Here's the deal. This can be an issue because sometimes the meaning isn't clear and you don't know how to use it in a real life situation. Think about it. If you only have a book and the book's explanation is not clear, what can you do? You can search online for minutes, for hours, it doesn't matter, but you can search for a long time and still not figure out, how can I use this in real life? However, if you have a video explanation for that specific word or expression, or if you have a native English speaker that you can speak to, this is what will happen. Listening to an explanation from a native speaker, this makes it easier for you to understand the words and expressions because the native speaker will give you real examples. Now, a few moments ago, we watched the video clip, right? And I asked you all to say some words that you heard that were new for you. And a few of you caught this expression, gravitated to, right? Gravitated to or gravitated towards. This expression is very common in English. But again, you wrote it because you didn't necessarily know what it means. So here's the thing. 2 sides. Here we go. The dictionary is the left side. Gravitate means to move towards or be attracted to something or someone physically, mentally, or emotionally. Not going to say anything else. I just read exactly what the dictionary said. But according to the database method, for step number 3, if you look at a video explanation. Now, what's going to happen right now is I want to show you a very quick clip, a video explanation of the expression gravitate to. After we watch it, I want to see if you can make a sentence using gravitate to. Again, we read the dictionary definition. I didn't give you any examples, but now we're going to watch this video explanation and let's see if you guys can make a sentence after watching this. Here we go.
So the phrasal verb gravitate to or gravitate towards just means to be attracted to a place, a person, or a thing. So for example, when I was a child, I always gravitated towards artistic, creative activities. So these kind of activities attracted me or pulled me, and I loved these things. Another example, you can gravitate towards a place. So let's say that you visit New York City. You will probably gravitate to Times Square because it's a very famous, popular place. It attracts many people. So again, to gravitate to or to gravitate towards something, someone, or place just means to be attracted or pulled in by that thing.
All right. So we just watched a video explanation for this gravitate to. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you understand what her name is? Teacher Julie. Oh, for those that don't know, Teacher Julie is a new teacher in the academy, the Speak English with Tiffany Academy. She's amazing. She's awesome. But she just explained how to use gravitate to. So I want you all in the comment section to write a sentence using gravitate to. Again, look at it right here. Gravitate to or gravitate towards. Let me see if after watching the video explanation, are you able to write a sentence? Now, again, for me, she explained it very well. It was very clear. So if I was an English learner, I'd say, oh, I got it. She explained it with so many different examples, and gravitate to makes sense now. So again, in the comment section really quickly, I know you guys are typing probably very quickly, write a sentence saying gravitate to. Okay, I gravitate to ... What do you gravitate to? All right, thank you, Leanne. I'm so happy to hear that. Her explanation was amazing. She's an awesome teacher. I love having her in the academy. All right. I have moved to Virginia State, but I still gravitated to Oregon State. All right, you still moved toward that. Very good. All right, here we go. Let's see some more sentences that are coming through. All right. Since I was a child, I always gravitated to learning how my toys work. Okay, learning how toys work. Hey, Daisy, good to see you, hon. Good to see you. All right. Okay, so this one, I gravitate to chocolate. Chocolate is delicious. It's really a temptation. It's delicious. All right. So let's see some more sentences. So not I am, but I gravitate to painting. Very good. I gravitate to painting. All right. Let's see some more. Let's see. I gravitate to your smile, Teacher Tiff. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Not I am, but I gravitated to photography. Good. Very good. All right. Let's see. Alexander, I gravitated to fitness. Alexander, from your picture, you look like you're in shape. Like you have a good build. I like that. Lots of muscles, right? Good stuff. Very good. All right. Let me see some more sentences that have come through. Excellent, guys. You guys are doing amazing. Keep typing your sentences. Pop them in the comment section. All right. I gravitated to your lesson. Very good. Not I am, but I gravitated to your lesson. I gravitate to cooking. Nice. Very good. Very good. When I was a child, I gravitated to music. Nice. Very nice. I enjoy music too. Very good. All right. I always used to gravitate to fast food. It is delicious. It's not good for our bodies, but it's delicious. All right. Two more. Here we go. I gravitated to learning English. All right. Good. Let's see. I gravitated to traveling around the world. All right, excellent, guys. So you see what happened, right? She gave that video explanation literally was 48 seconds long. But because it was a video explanation from a native English speaker, boom, it suddenly made sense. Like, oh, okay, yeah, gravitated to. What happens, and I saw someone in the comments make this comment, some dictionaries do give real life examples. However, there's something that's different when you watch a native speaker explain the word, explain the expression, and give a real life example. Why? Because it's not just the words coming out of their mouth. It's their expressions. It's their body language. If I'm talking about a sad word, I'm not going to say, yeah, she was just so sad. No, I'm going to change my body language. I'm going to change my facial expressions. And all of these things affect the way you learn. So when you're learning vocabulary, if you have a visual representation, a video explanation, or a native English speaker to explain it to you, your brain immediately has listening triggers, visual triggers, and connections because of the explanations given. Make sense, yeah? So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Again, Teacher Julie is awesome. All right, so we understand now, according to step 3, we have to have a video explanation. Now, step number 4, document and organize everything you learned so that you can review everything later. I mentioned this earlier when I was in Korea learning Korean and I got to this intermediate level trying to move up to the advanced level, that I would ask my friends, always ask them to explain something to me so I could watch them, and then I would write it down in my notebook. And I would put little notes. I'd write the word, write the meaning according to what my friend said, and then maybe draw a little picture to have a visual representation, and I have it organized. The day, what I watched, everything is organized, and that's why I call it a database. Your brain is amazing. Your brain organizes information. So when you are learning vocabulary, if you organize all of the information surrounding a vocabulary word, it will make it easier for your brain to find it when you need to use it. That's the amazing aspect of our brain that I want us all to understand. I am teaching you English, but I'm also trying to teach you how to think. And you have to realize when you're learning vocabulary, it's not just about memorizing. Your brain cannot just have one source. It needs to have multiple sources in order to create connections and triggers. And that's what video explanations and an organized notebook will do for your brain. Your brain will say, I love you. Thank you so much for organizing. That's all I wanted. And you'll be able to remember the vocabulary a lot faster. So here we go. Daisy, I'm so happy to hear that you like this method. I'm so happy. You guys are amazing. Let's see. What do you do when you don't have a native friend? That's an amazing question. Again, as your teacher, that's what has been, what is the word? That has been my main concern for so long, because I literally get the question about vocabulary all the time. But I understand how to learn vocabulary because, again, when I was learning Korean, I developed this method. But I also understand that many of you don't have any native English speakers around you. However, you saw what happened when you watched the video of a native English speaker explaining a specific word and expression. So even if you are not surrounded by native English speakers, if you have a database that includes video explanations from a native English speaker, your English will improve just like my Korean improved. So don't worry. Again, I told you all at the beginning, I have the database for you guys. If you want it, you're welcome to join, of course. But I created a database so that you don't have to worry about that, even if you don't have anybody around you. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Okay. So here we go. Adding the words to a random list of English words. This makes it hard for your brain to find a connection. In other words, without a trigger, it will be harder to remember them later. Why am I saying this? So I am sure that all of you have an English notebook, a notebook that you write things down in. Again, remember I did the same thing for Korean. However, I noticed a problem. When I was studying Korean, so I had my Korean vocabulary list on my phone before I developed this method. And every word I learned, I would enter it into this list. And the list, oh my goodness, it got to 300, 400, 500 words. But it was just a list. There was no connection. It was just a word that I learned in the morning, a word I learned in the afternoon. There was no organization. So I forgot most of the words. My brain didn't have enough connections because I just entered them into a list simply. However, if you organize what you learn based on the conversation you listen to, this will create a natural trigger in your brain and a connection. In other words, it will be much easier to remember the word later. This is how the database method works. So again, when you have an organized notebook, an organized area where your vocabulary is listed based on where you learned it, your brain will thank you. For example, today, what did we learn? We learned gravitate to. So in your notebook, again, making your little database, you say, hey, Teacher Tiffany taught me gravitate to. Well, actually, Teacher Julie, in a video explanation, explained gravitate to, and then I made a sentence. All of these are connections in your brain. So later on, when you're talking to someone, gravitate to will pop up in your mind. So let me ask you this. There are quite a few problems. Now that you know the database method, are there any problems you should know about? Dun, dun, dun. The fact of the matter is yes. Even though this method is amazing, even though this method helped me learn Korean to move from the intermediate to the advanced level, even though this method is still helping me to this day, this database method is helping me, there are still some problems. So let me tell you these problems really quickly. First, the real English conversations. Problem number 1, it is extremely hard to find good and useful English conversations. It was hard for me to find good Korean dramas. That's the first problem. Even though these steps are so good, it's not easy to find good English conversations. It takes time. You don't know if the conversation is useful. You don't know if the person speaking is actually using good English or not good English. Are they using lots of curse words or not? Are they using slang? You don't know. So it's hard to find good English conversation. The second problem comes right here. Listening to a conversation and writing down vocabulary words is very, very time consuming. I had to stop and start the videos over and over and over again. Listen, y'all, this is why I love being your teacher, because I know what you're feeling. I felt the same way when I was studying Korean. I remember taking 4 hours just to watch a 45-minute long Korean drama. Why? Because I'd push play, I'd hear a word I didn't know, and I'd write it down. Then I'd hit play again, and I'd keep watching. I'd hear a word I didn't know, I'd hit stop, and I'd write it down. This was a long process. So the second problem is you don't have that kind of time. It takes a lot of time to stop and start and write down the words. The third problem is it takes hours to find good video explanations for the words you write down. I had to personally wait to talk to my friends during their free time. So I would learn a word, I'd write it down, and then I'd have to wait until the end of the day when my friend got out of class or my friend got off work. Why? Because, well, I couldn't interrupt their job or their classes. So it takes hours to find good explanations, good video explanations. Again, like you asked earlier, what if you don't have a native English speaker around you? That's a problem. The fourth problem that I realized is right here. It takes hours to organize your notebook or computer file to create your own English database. I had to color my notebooks and write everything by hand. Now, I want to show you all something. Hold on one second. I enjoy writing in my notebooks and organizing my ideas and my thoughts. But I want to show you all how my notebooks are organized. And I want to show them to you because you'll see that, oh, even Teacher Tiffany takes a long time when she creates something in her notebook. Now, these are notes actually for English, right? But everything is kind of color coordinated. And this helps me remember the things that I'm working on. This takes time. So again, sorry about the noise, guys. This takes time. So yes, you're like, okay, I enjoy everything, but how do I actually do this? Now, there's a solution. What if I told you that I created an English database called Weekly English Words that eliminates all 4 problems? Now, I see in the comments, some of you are telling me to get some water. I appreciate you. I'm going to get some water. Hold on one second. I'm always excited to help you guys. Hold on. Woo! That water was good, y'all. Yes. All right. So what if I told you again, I've created this English database based on this database method that I taught you all today, and I've called it Weekly English Words. And this database eliminates all 4 of those problems. Let me show you how. Again, the first problem was it is extremely hard to find good and useful English conversations. Well, with the Weekly English Words English database, every single week, you will be provided with 2 English conversations. That's right, 2 real English conversations. Again, remember, I told you when I created this database for myself when I was studying Korean, my Korean took off. And I understand how important it is to have a database for you as a student if your desire is to learn vocabulary words. So I created this English database called Weekly English Words. So the first problem, looking for good conversations, not a problem anymore because every single week you'll have 2 real English conversations. What about the other problem? Listening to a conversation and writing down vocabulary words is very time consuming. Don't worry about that either. I have organized all of the words and expressions you need to know for each conversation. Now, again, I said I created the database. It's up to you. I have students already in the database right now using it, and they're learning lots of vocabulary words. But every single week, first, you get 2 English conversations. Second, every conversation, I've already organized the words and expressions for you. You don't have to sit like I did for hours writing down words and expressions. Pause, play, pause. You don't have to do that. What about the other problem? The third problem is right here. It takes hours to find good video explanations for the words you write down. Well, this is also taken care of. For each conversation, there are between 25 to 30 video explanations. You heard me right. Video explanations. 60 video explanations every single week done for you. You don't have to worry about needing a native English speaker because myself and my team have already organized the database for you. Every single week, we just kind of give it to you. Like, here you go. Here you go. You don't have to stress. We've done all the hard work for you. Why? Because I understand your pain. I know how hard it was for me to develop this method when I was studying Korean. And I don't want you to have to go through that. So I created this database. Now, here's the other thing. What about this 4th problem, y'all? It takes hours to organize your notebook or a computer file to create your own English database. Well, I solved that too. Every single conversation comes with a PDF, and the PDF has all of the words and expressions with the definitions. Honestly, I'll be very honest with you all. This database, this English database, the Weekly English Words English database, hands down is the best thing online right now to help students like you learn English vocabulary words. And I'm saying not beginners. If you are an intermediate or an advanced English learner, again, I told you the method, the database method. This is the best English database online. You're not going to find it anywhere else. Maureen, thank you so much. I'm so happy that my methods help you. My whole goal in life is to give you all the tools you need to take your English to the next level. So again, all the problems are solved. I want to show you all really quickly a student testimonial. So I've been teaching you guys this method that I developed, and I told you that I have this English database. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how you can be a part if you want to join the database and start learning vocabulary. But I want to show you a video from one of my students. One of my favorite students, her name is Daisy, and she's actually already a member. She's already following this English database every week. And I want you to see what she has to say about her experience. Here we go. Let's watch what Daisy says.
The weekly English word is about it, in my opinion, is about it everything that a teacher Tiffany teaches us. She teaches us how we can have a better communication in English. And this course has everything that we need to increase our communication. Because we can learn a new vocabulary word or expression every day and also practice our pronunciation. The word or expression come to us from a natural conversation between two native speakers who have good communication as well. So the weekly English word, in my opinion, is not just about a new word or expression. It's much better than that. It's about how we can use this expression or word in a better context. So in a nutshell, this course is crucial for my English journey. First, because I can feel more confidence using the words that I wasn't sure if I was using in a correct context in the past. Second, I can increase my vocabulary with useful words and expressions. And finally, I can learn how to communicate better in English with a natural conversation between two native speakers.
Right, so that is what actually she experienced, and I was so happy to hear this from Daisy. Somebody asked, is this recorded? No, we're live. I'm live right now. I have some recorded videos I'm showing you guys for the video clips, but this is a live class. But yes, so I'm not gonna lie, and Daisy, you can say this is true. So Daisy sent this testimonial to me, and I literally called her on the phone because I was so impressed by how much her English had improved. This is the thing, guys. I just provide the tools for you guys and the database, but when I see it actually working and helping you in the same way it helped me, my mind is blown. So I called, and Daisy, I called you on the phone yesterday. And I said, I was so proud of you because I've seen you change so much. And you guys heard how Daisy improved. And again, she's been following the weekly English words English database. So I want you guys to get the opportunity as well to try it. So here's the thing. You have two options. First, you guys can you can just follow what I taught you today. Follow the 4 steps, develop it on your own. And that's fine. Or you can let me do it for you. You see, this is the thing. I've created this for you all, this database method in the weekly English words. It's normally $20 a month, but I want to give it to everyone for the first month for just $1. Somebody asked in the comments, teacher, how much is this? Remember, my goal is to help you. This is normally $20 a month. Remember, every single week, you're getting 2 conversations. You're getting totally a big list of vocabulary words and expressions. You're getting PDF files and you're getting video explanations. But instead of it being $20 for the first month, I just want you to try it for $1. Now, all you have to do to get it for the $1 is go to weeklyenglishwords.com, click add coupon and enter the code LEARN, LEARN. Again, step 1, go to weeklyenglishwords.com, click add coupon, and then enter the coupon LEARN. Aw, thanks, Daisy. You're the best too. I appreciate you. So again, guys, I'm telling you, my goal as a teacher is literally just to provide you with the tools you need. You saw how good Daisy spoke, and I've seen her transform. I've seen her English change. Yes, she's Brazilian. Everyone's curious. Here's the thing. I want you guys to at least try this out for a month. If you don't want to continue, that's fine. You can cancel, no problem. But you can try it out for $1. It's normally $20 a month, but all you have to do is use the coupon code LEARN, and you can try it for 1 month, and you can see if this method will help you. Again, my job as a teacher is to help you reach your goals. So you guys can try it for a month for only $1. And yeah, if you want to leave after the first month, it's okay. The thing is, you're not going to find anything like this online. You're not going to find anywhere else that's focused on helping intermediate and advanced English learners. You remember I said every single week, 2 new conversations. Every single week, 60 video explanations, not 6, 60 video explanations that will help you create the connections in your brain. You're not going to find this anywhere else online. So again, go to weeklyenglishwords.com. Coupon code is LEARN, LEARN. So again, this is something that I wanted to do, and I want to see if I can show you guys. Let's take a look at what it actually looks like, because some of you are probably curious. Let me ask real quick. Do you guys want me to show you what it looks like inside? Just type yes really quickly. If you want to see, I'll show you what it looks like inside. Again, how many words a month normally? Well, here's the thing, guys. Every week, you're getting 50 to 60 words. Remember I said this entire class was focused on teaching you how to learn 3,000 words in 1 year. If you follow this database method, if you just try it out, it's $20 a month, but you can try the first month for $1. You will learn 3,000 vocabulary words in a year. Have you ever heard that promise? Have you ever heard that guarantee from an English teacher for intermediate and advanced English learners? Again, you can just try it out if you'd like for a month. And if you don't like it, it's okay. You can cancel. If you don't learn anything, no worries at all. If you don't have $1, I'm sorry to hear that. You can just keep watching my YouTube videos. You know I provide so much free content, but this is content that I cannot provide for free. Why? Because my team literally works hours preparing this for you all. This database, when you see it, guys, this database is not small. Okay, I see you guys saying yes. I'm going to switch to my screen so that I can show you all what the database looks like. So give me 1 second. I'm going to open it up on my screen because this is something that we literally spend hours on each week in order to provide you all with the best conversations, the best words and expressions. Because why? I don't want you guys to struggle the way I struggled. So again, I'm opening it on my computer. So give me 1 second, everybody. All right. So I'm going to open it up on my computer right now, and then I will share my screen and we will check it out together. All right, here we go, guys. Let me switch over right here. Here we go. All right, I'm going to check. Let's see. Let's switch over here. All right, so everyone can see my screen right here. Here we go. So this is what the database looks like, the Weekly English Words. Each week, you'll see it's updated. Each week, it's updated with 2. So here we go. Let's check out the latest one. Let's see. Let's do this one, 85. So we see right here, this is the conversation. You can listen to it, but you have all of the words and expressions that you will hear as you listen to the conversation. Now, remember, I said every week there are 2. You get 2 English conversations. This is the latest one. This one is actually from yesterday. And then what happens? Let's say, okay, I'm watching it. Excuse me. You go to watch video explanations, and you have all of the video explanations on the left. Ah, there's Teacher Julie again. So Teacher Julie right here explains each and every word and expression. You see all of these videos on the left. So you never have to worry if what you're learning is good or not, because a native English speaker is actually teaching you. And this is what I was saying. This is why it's so important. And then you'll also notice I mentioned that you will get the PDF. Here's the PDF file. This PDF goes along with the lesson, and you can download it. It's included. So again, there's no reason why you shouldn't try out this English database. Again, this helped me when I was learning Korean, and it can help you as well. So again, you guys can try it out. If you guys go to the site weeklyenglishwords.com, you can preview a lesson and you can even download a PDF. If you just say, you know what, teacher, I learned a lot, but I'm not sure. No worries. You can go to weeklyenglishwords.com right now, and before you decide to join the database, you can actually listen to an episode, and an episode is a conversation, guys. And you can also watch 30 different video explanations without paying. You just want to test it out, go to the website and you can see exactly how to use it. Now, this is something, again, that I wanted to do to help you all. Now, here's the other thing I want us to check out. I want us to go back. We're going to look at the keynote real quick. I want us to check this out really quickly. Here we go. Uh-oh. We're back. All right. So I want to actually show you all this right here. Again, you have a choice. I've taught you all how to use this method. I've taught you all how to actually set up your own database. You can do it on your own. But if you don't want the stress, you can let me know by going to the site. Someone asked, when is the coupon valid? The coupon is valid right now. I already set it up for you guys so that you guys can get it for a month for only $1. And if you want to stay, you can stay on. Now, again, all you have to do is go to www.weeklyenglishwords.com, click add coupon, and then put the coupon code LEARN. Again, weeklyenglishwords.com, add coupon, and type LEARN. Someone says, I worked so hard for you guys. Do you know why? Because I understand what you go through, and I really enjoy teaching you all. I've been where you are. I remember the long nights studying Korean, being frustrated and confused. And as an English teacher, I don't want you to go through that. I wish somebody had this for me. I searched for this kind of thing when I was studying Korean, but nobody had it. So now I said, it's my job as an English teacher to create this type of database for you, for an intermediate learner, for an advanced learner, so that you don't have to stress anymore. You can be sure, you can be confident that every week, Teacher Tiffany has your back. Teacher Julie has your back. And we are going to provide you with 50 to 60 new vocabulary words every single week. The video explanations, the PDF files, the conversations, so you don't have to worry. So again, all you have to do is go to weeklyenglishwords.com, click add coupon, and enter the coupon LEARN. All right. Someone asked, can I write the link in the description? Here you go. I'll type it in the comment section, weeklyenglishwords.com. Coupon code is, I'm typing it out right now, and I'll put it on the screen for those that are asking for it. The coupon code is LEARN. It's truly my pleasure, honestly. So again, guys, it's up to you. I do want to answer questions. Does anybody have any questions you wanted to ask me about the English database, the Weekly English Words English database? If you have questions, I'm an open book. I want to help you. I want to answer your questions. If you have any questions, again, I'll have it on the screen, weeklyenglishwords.com. If you have any questions, please pop it in the comment section. Pop any question you have, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Let's see. So let's see. Thank you. My pleasure. It really is my pleasure to help you all. Let's do this. All right. It's really my pleasure to help you all. Are there any questions that you guys want to ask about it? Any questions, please pop them Let's see. Any questions? Am I from Ohio? No, I'm not from Ohio. I am from Maryland. I'm not from Ohio. All right. Any other questions you guys have that you want to ask actually about the course? Please pop them in the comment section. If you have any questions about how does the database work, how can you learn, pop your questions in the comment section and I will answer them for you. Let's see. If it would not be $20 after the following months, I would buy it, no worries. But the advertisement just making it $1 would charge $20 is not okay. Guys, okay, here's the thing. $20 for 60 videos every week. I think sometimes it's hard to realize how much work your teachers put in for you. Every week I have a YouTube video that's totally free. I do Instagram videos. I'm going to be back on that. So when I have these kind of products, things that I know will help you a lot, I can't offer them for free. But $20 a month, you're not going to find that online anywhere. So I respect if people can't afford it, no problem. But at the same time, please respect the fact that I'm spending hours and hours creating this for you. Why? Because I care about you, because I love you. If you can't afford it, I totally understand. Keep watching the YouTube videos. But $20 is not expensive. Let's see. Any other questions? Let's see. Any other questions? Let me see. Any questions that came through about it? Let's see. It's truly my pleasure, guys. It's truly my pleasure. Wow. Okay. You want to leave already? Yes, you can leave. All you have to do cancel is log in and hit cancel and you can cancel your subscription. I don't think you're going to want to leave after you realize how much is there, but you can cancel just by logging in. Unfortunately, no. I have thousands upon thousands of students, so I don't do phone calls. I called Daisy because she helped out with this, but yeah, I don't do phone calls. But thank you for the offer. Any other questions? I'm looking for the questions about the database. Let's see. You can if you can use it. Don't worry, the coupon will be available. So I'd say use it quickly though. It's only $1 for the first month. Let me see. Any other questions? I appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate that. I do put a lot of work into it because I care about you guys. Is it available for different levels or is it just for one for us all? So when you actually go to the website, you'll see it's for intermediate and advanced English learners. It's not for beginners. The words and expressions are used in real conversations. So if you're an intermediate learner or an advanced learner, it's definitely for you. Let's see. Any other questions? Let's see. If you don't have $1, just keep watching my YouTube videos. For those that actually want to improve their vocabulary, if you really want to improve your English vocabulary, this database is for you. For those who can't afford it, keep watching YouTube. Let's see. Trying to see if there's any other questions about the course. Let's see about the membership. Okay, I don't see any other questions. Question. Can you offer us a coupon for a yearly membership? Good question. Send me an email and I'll create a coupon for a yearly membership and I'll post it later. But send me an email, Tiffany at speakenglishwithtiffany.com, and I'll give you a coupon for a yearly membership. We haven't added it just yet, but I will definitely give you a discount for a yearly membership as well. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yes, you pay $20 for my Academy monthly membership. This is not the vocabulary one. The vocabulary database is totally different. It's up to you. If you'd like to also improve your vocabulary, 60 every single week, then yes, you need to join that. But again, $40 is like the price of an English book, but I can guarantee I'll teach you a whole lot more. And so will teacher Julie. Let's see. Any other questions? Let me see. All right. Tiffany Sam YouTube 강의 너무 좋아요. 감사해요. Thank you. Let's see. Can we talk to you in the course? No, remember, this is just a vocabulary database. So Each week, my team and I create the database. Teacher Julie provides the video explanations. This is not a course about talking to me. This is about improving your vocabulary, specifically for improving your vocabulary, okay? Let's see, any other questions that came through? Let's see. Let me see. Okay, I'm on already. Nice. Congratulations. You are ready to improve your vocabulary. Thanks, Roro. I'm happy to hear that. What about just vocabulary? I'm advanced. That's the point. This database is for intermediate and advanced English learners. Again, go to the website. You'll see exactly what I mean. You can preview before you actually join. You can preview. These conversations are natural English conversations, which means the vocabulary we use is real and it's for advanced English learners. So it is for you. Let's see. I'd like to follow your VIP courses later. So how will I do? Because I've yet to follow your monthly courses. Currently, I don't have any VIP courses available. So my advice would be to, yes, be in the academy as you already are. You're very active. I like it. And get the vocabulary as well. The vocabulary database, the weekly English words. Because if you're serious about improving your vocabulary, this right here is going to take your vocabulary to the next level. Let's see. My email. Yes, my email. If you want to get the code for the yearly membership, email me at tiffany@speakenglishwithtiffany.com. I just put my email in the comment section. Will there be any online individual meetings, practice what we learned when we start the membership? So again, guys, this is a database. This is not about meeting once a month. This is a database, and every week it's updated. So I want you guys to remember, understand this $20. Think about it. This $20 is not for a meeting with a teacher. This $20 is for you to learn new vocabulary based on video explanations and also the PDF files. So no, it does not include meetings or anything. Again, normally in Korea, a one-on-one meeting with me would be between $60 and $70 for 1 hour. So yeah, we're not going to talk about that price because I want to provide you with something you all can afford and that's useful. Okay. Let's see. I think that was the last, let's see, the last question that came through. Fatih, I didn't see your question, but hey, good to see you, Fatih. Good to see you. All right, so I think I've answered all of the questions. Again, let me show you all. Again, if you are ready to really take your English to the next level and you want to really improve your vocabulary, you need to go to weeklyenglishwords.com, click add coupon code, and type in learn. Okay, I see another comment came through. Hold on one second. 이 라이브를 못 사람들을 위해서 못 보는 사람들을 위해서 나중에 볼 수 있게 잘정해 주세요. Okay. So this live will be available for 24 hours. Now again, for my academy students, it also be available in the academy. I may leave it up a little bit longer, but yes. So good question, very good question. For those that haven't seen it, they can watch it later. Thanks for the question. All right. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed the class. Again, if there are no more questions, thank you all for joining. Someone asked if I will teach Korean. No, I speak Korean, but I won't be teaching it here. I'll teach you English though. Thanks again so much, guys, for joining. I really enjoy being your teacher. Please don't forget, if you want to improve your vocabulary, go to weeklyenglishwords.com, click add coupon code, and type in the coupon code LEARN. You guys can take your English to the next level, and I want to be your teacher to help you, and so does Teacher Julie, so you can get this English database based on the database method. Thank you so much, guys. If you are in the academy, the students that are in the academy, you know what's happening right now. We have our family meeting. So for all of the academy students, remember to log into the academy right now so that you can get the link and the code to go to our Zoom meeting. For those that don't know, if you are a monthly member in the academy, you can actually attend our once a month family meetings. So I will see you all next time. Have an awesome evening. And for those who are experiencing the morning, have an awesome day. I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Ben Masmayo. Bye-bye. Have a good one. I know you guys don't want me to leave, but I have to go to my other students. We have a family meeting, so have a good one, guys. Bye.